Yes, I know you guys can't hear us. Ron had to go to the bathroom and spit out his gum. I think you can hear me now. Let me know. There we go. We're waiting for Ron. He's on his way. He's on his way. Shh. And then boom.
And here we are.
Yeah. Santa. Oh, Bryce Coconauer.
Where's our? Is that our? This is our.
Right here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody.
How's it going? It's been a while.
It has been a while. It
Yeah,
has been
it's
a while.
been a while.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's get our formalities out of the way first. It's Thursday night. It's ReaperLive, our favorite night of the week. Thanks for joining us. ReaperLive, the show where we blend painting, gaming, and geek culture all together for your viewing pleasure. I'm Ron.
I'm John.
Dave is not here. Dave has church things to do tonight. Did you know that?
Church.
Did you know Dave goes to church?
I do. Him and Vicky go to every Sunday, don't they?
I can believe Vicky goes. I just can't believe Dave goes. No, he's got a church thing to do tonight, so he cannot join us. So that means we're just going to have to press on without him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and thanks for joining us, everybody. It has been a while. It's been almost a month, almost.
Yeah.
Pretty close.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, we after ReaperCon, I got sick. You went on vacation.
Yeah.
And then I got COVID. Stupid COVID got me at ReaperCon. And then it was just a lot of we were gonna do it a couple weeks ago. Then I didn't feel good still, and then whatever.
Yeah, it was
Here
just
we
like
are.
right after ReaperCon, it was pretty hectic.
yeah. So, but yeah, stupid COVID. Yeah, you know what? So normally I kind of mock COVID. I'm like, it's not that bad. It's not that big a deal. It was just a little sick. And COVID was like, hold my beer. Watch this. It was just yucky. You know, it's just yeah, you know, and it lingers. You feel it in your lungs for a couple weeks and you're just sort of kind of tired and just blah, 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 but whatever.
Yeah, I
All
know
good
like
now.
7 people that got it. Everybody else said they just got con crud.
Yeah.
Just generic con crud.
Yeah, I've heard of a few
For the
people.
most part.
But you know, I mean, if you didn't know you had it, if you didn't test positive for COVID, you would think you just had concrete. So that's kind of what it felt like. But it lingers like it does. So
Yeah, and then
Anyway.
I was gone for 3 days. Paxton was sick, I think. Was Paxton sick as well?
yeah, he got a little. I think he got sick. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I think y'all were the only two, I think. So. they
Yeah,
got sick.
I know Joseph Wolf got it.
Rhonda.
But he got it much later, much later, because he was testing negative for about a week or so, and then he finally COVID was like, hold my beer.
Yeah.
take that.
Frank got it, and I was with Frank pretty much the whole time.
Yeah,
And I was shocked that I didn't.
yeah, yeah. Whatever. It's
Yeah.
just one of those things.
But I mean, we're recovered. We're back on track.
Everything's fine. Everything's
It's the
fine.
holiday season coming up, pretty much.
Yeah, yep. Starting Monday, starting Tuesday, we have our annual Ghoulie Bag promotion. I intended to get that graphic ready today, John, but you know how it goes. You know how it goes, right?
Yeah.
So, and so The Ghoulie Bag promotion starts on Tuesday, the 1st.
Tuesday. Mm-hmm.
And this year, there's some cool stuff in it. You got everything? You want to talk about that real quick? I guess we can do that.
Yeah, it's right here.
Okay.
I didn't take him out.
And where you get the paint?
Right here.
Cool. You're going to get this year, the Ghoulie Bag is $50. It's free. And you're going to get inside the Ghoulie Bag, you're going to get the new Jason.
You get it when your order gets to $50.
What did I say?
You said it's free.
It's free with a $50 purchase.
There you go.
How about that? With a qualifying purchase, it is free, which is $50. And so you're going to get the Batling, the Jason so it's not a Mouseling, it's a Batling. And Dr. Bob, this Ghoulie Bag promo mini is the promo mini for the month. So it's just in the Ghoulie Bag this time instead of just being by itself. There it is.
So you get this.
There he is.
Boy.
There's the cute little Batling, kin to a Mouseling, but it is a Batling instead.
Yeah,
it's cute. This was sculpted by Jason Weeby. He just sort of did it on a kind of a lark. So we need a cool Batling or a cool Halloween mini. And so the paints you're going to get inside here this year, as you can see, are Harvest Moon, which is a metallic orange, right?
Okay.
Yeah, it's a metallic orange. Bonita developed this. And then there's Spattered Crimson and Skull and Crossbones. Yeah, Anne lucked out and got the big test print version. She's going to paint on her stream, but unfortunately, only the little version is the one we're gonna do. The big one is not available. Sorry.
Yeah, he's sitting on a pumpkin. He has a candy corn in his hands.
Trash. I've been making sure that the candy is well and good this year. It is candy so far seems to be fine. Got a few things. There's some Smarties, a root beer barrel, Airheads, and a mint. We did an assortment of stuff. And we did not do candy corn, although we probably should have in honor of the Batling. I don't know if you can tell, but the Batling is eating a little candy corn.
Yeah.
And he's sitting on a pumpkin, but he's eating his candy corn. It's really cute.
Right here in his hand.
Yep, there's his little candy corn. It's a really cute mini by Jason.
And it has a little bite taken out of it, I think, of the candy corn.
Yeah, he's already taken a little nibble out of the top of it. He's cute.
There's a bunch of vines down the back.
Corn. Yeah, it's really, really cool. There's mushrooms and toadstools, and Jason really did a good job with the cool detail on it. So it's really neat. Really cool. Really cute. And so Daryl Roberts has painted our studio version. And so unfortunately I wasn't able to get that because I just got it before I came over. So really cute. Really good stuff. Yep. Yep. It is a print. This is a print Goblin Crafts. It is not a COCast model. When you get the mini, you'll see why it couldn't be COCast as one piece. The wing sort of berries and hooks.
Trash has a good question. He says, "Can we order the multiples of the Batling?"
So it's only available in the Ghoulie Bag. We are going to release it next year in the spring, like we did with the Gertie Gristlebreath. We released her as the Ghoulie Bag figure, and then we released her separately in April of this year. Same thing with the Batling. The only way you can get him this year is in the Ghoulie Bag, and he'll be available as a separate mini, probably I think in April around 2025. Yeah, somewhere in that time. So hey, Pain to get.
But yeah,
you know what, Pain to get. We're not picky here. We any kind of fun stuff, we love it. Thanks for offering. Yes, Dr. Bob, the Halloween mini of your mother-in-law. Yes. But yeah, we haven't really done a ReaperCon wrap up. We sort of rolled out of ReaperCon into COVID and things like that, and just catching up. And now here it is, the 20 whatever it is of October 5th, 6th. I mean September. See, I don't even know when. And and now it's time for the Ghoulie Bag. Gorthok, sorry, I heard there's a mini called Gertie Gristlebreath because that name's incredible. I'm using it in my game now. Go ahead.
Yeah, she's a little hag. She has a man.
She's really cool. Mandrake root. Yeah, mandrake root. Yeah, Trash. I was wondering about Steve Skellman as well. Hurricane's getting. I'm just all over the place today. Florida's getting hammered by the hurricane. So I hope everyone who's in Florida is doing safe, or doing well. We're thinking about you guys. Hopefully, you guys can weather the storm literally. and make it through without any problems. So it's been, some of the swells have been ridiculous.
Yeah.
So Steve Skellman's not on. I hope that doesn't mean he's paddling a canoe somewhere. So hopefully he's doing good. So
Pocket Lint. Hey, everybody. Yeah. I mean, hopefully he's okay. I saw him talking earlier on the Discord, but that was way earlier.
yeah, 15-20 storm surge. Yeah, it's pretty bad out there.
And Louisiana got hit last week, I think, at some point. They got a big storm last week as well.
You know, Jason Weeby was on. We were texting last night. He got a haboob, big dust storm last night. Knocked out his power till 3 a.m., followed by a bunch of rain. So they've getting storms up there in the Northwest, the Pacific Northwest.
Oh, that's what his posts were about.
Yeah.
I was confused.
And Dr. Bob, they've closed the Waffle Houses. Yeah, if they're closing the Waffle Houses and boarding those up, it is the end. It is the end. Dang, look at that. Yeah, the Tampa Bay Bridge is underwater. Wow.
It's storm season.
Dang, y'all be careful if y'all are getting into some of this. I know that Rhonda was talking. She's in Tennessee, but the storm is expected to go, west of Florida up into the southeast, all the way up into Tennessee, Georgia, the Carolinas, things like that, all the way up to probably up to New England. So, everyone stay safe, please.
Yes.
The weather's gorgeous here, by the way. But
it's been pretty good.
I think we're owed one after the summer. So. Yeah, it's nuts out there. It is pretty nuts. So we're gonna do a drawing here in a few minutes. How many? A few more minutes. We're gonna give away some a gift card for stuff.
Yeah, and we'll do a ReaperCon.
Yeah, you can apply it towards your order to get a free Ghoulie bag. The Ghoulie bag is only available. You can't buy it. You can only get it with a $50 order in October while supplies last. And we do expect that thing to run out pretty soon. They just demolished the tower in Lake Charles, Louisiana from the hurricane in 2021. Yeah, this is that time of year. Credit is a good thing, Michael Paints Minis. Mm-hmm. Oh, gosh.
So, Dr. Bob, I saw your email about the costume awards. Yes, I will get to them.
Rax 333. What's the mini for the Ghoulie? It is the Batling we just showed.
Batling. I have new buttons, so I got to remember what camera
is the Batling. So again, this takes the place of the regular free mini of the month. Instead of $40, it is $50. But you're going to get the 3 paints, the one of which is a cool metallic orange, which will not be available outside of the bag. I say that there could be some extras left after the promotion. If there are, we'll put those up for sale. But for the most part, it's only going to be available in the Ghoulie bag this year.
Only in the Ghoulie bag until about April.
Oh, you have the fairy? You want to show the fairy?
Yeah.
This is Christine Van Patten's. It was going to be a fairy Sophie, and it's just I think it didn't really come off as Sophie to me, although Christine did an amazing job on it. We're just calling it a fairy. It's going to be printed in this clear material. I can't wait to see what you guys do with this. If you get the tinted glosses that we had at ReaperCon, if you were lucky enough to get a set of those, they'll do amazing on this figure. They'll look really, really great. And Christine it's just awesome. She did such a fantastic job. Look at those long legs on that fairy.
I'll pull up a picture in a second of Tassine. He did a blue gloss over it to see the details, and I'll be able to put a picture in a second. Yeah,
to see the details for sure. Peter Rooster, there are no air compressors yet. We turned on a bunch of Vex airbrushes this week, but the compressors, Dave has ordered the compressors. They just have not shown up from the manufacturer. That's all we're doing is we're just waiting on them to show up. We've ordered them. We've paid for them. We're just waiting for the compressors to show up. It's just sorry. We're kind of in a holding pattern as well. So if you guys want to call it Sophie, you're more than welcome to call it Sophie. And that's kind of what Christine's idea was Sophie as a fairy. Didn't really it just sort of, and I was on board with it initially, but when I saw the piece, I was like, it's not really. Sophie does have a look. She has certain characteristics. So, yeah, look at there. It's cool. It's so awesome.
There she is. This is like I know it's a little blown up, but you can kind of see the details with the
you can see them a lot better in this. Yeah, it's a test print, so there may be some things on, but it's such a great pose by Christine. And I meant to, next time we're going to show you guys the piece she did for Christmas. The Christmas promotion this year. She's doing a couple pieces. One was going to be a 12 days. They were both going to be 12 days promotional pieces, but the first one came out so cool that I think we're just going to have it as a regular release because I think it'll just do really, really well all year long. We'll show you that in 2 weeks when we do Reaper Live. Yeah, but this is really neat. She did an awesome job. Christine is so talented and such her designs are so great. I really, really like her stuff. So this will be available in October. I don't remember the release date off the top of my head. I'm not even sure if it's online yet, but it is.
Is it part of the second release?
I think it's either going to be the 14th or the 28th of October. I don't know if it's the first or second part. Maybe the first part. If it's the first part, it should be the 14th.
I think she's in the second part.
In the second part? Okay. But she'll be an October release.
Yeah,
hey, Mac Attack, thanks for your email the other day.
Quinny says the 14th.
Okay, cool. We don't have access to the Google Drive here.
I do.
Well, okay, there you go. Then never mind.
I just got to pull
John
it up.
can look it up. Let's see. So the theme for next year, right now, the theme. Well, we know we're going to keep it under our hat for now. We have talked about it. I think we've kind of quote unquote decided what it's going to be, and then I've even got an idea for 2026, which I think it won't be a fantasy theme. It's fantasy, but it's going to be a much different. It's going to go completely away from what we're doing into something fun.
14th is the release date.
Okay, cool.
Of the fairy there on your screen.
It's really neat. What's the fairy sitting on? She's sitting on a tree stump.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to see with the clear on camera.
We are really trying this year, or for 2025, to really, like we said at ReaperCon, we're trying to make this the best ReaperCon we've ever done, and we're going to, instead of just sort of talking about it, I think when we actually announce the theme, we're going to show you guys. I want to show you guys some art, show you some concepts to sort of give you a better idea of where we're going with it. But we need to get that done first. But that's something that I'm going to be working on with one of the artists on here pretty soon. So,
yeah, ReaperCon 2025 is going to be awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be the best one so far. Aveline of Darnassus, when might we see the translucent paints in the store? They were for just ReaperCon. Now, that's not to say that like we did the super washes in 2022, right? And they were pretty cool, but we never brought those back. Same thing with these. These were the tinted glosses were just for ReaperCon 2024. Will we bring them back? Maybe. I've talked to Benita a little bit about it. I've talked to Dave a little bit about it. We would have to make a special little thing for them. We don't have a date. It probably won't be for the rest of this year. So if you guys really are interested in seeing them, please let us know. We'd like to know.
Goddess Tio, that's a good question. What was the most interesting survey feedback? There was a surprising amount of people that were asking for a massage like area. And somebody, I think it was Dr. Bob, gave me a suggestion. He said, "Hey, there's a local like school for masseuses, and I'm sure that they would you could probably contact them and they could come out and do some of their teaching hours or whatever that they need." So that could be a thing that we could do.
We had a vendor who was actually doing massages in his booth a couple years ago.
So that's something that we'll look at. That was a unique one. That was a unique one for a convention for feedback. But the feedback is good. We're still going through it and stuff. We're having meetings for post ReaperCon stuff. Yeah, I mean, it was very exciting this year. Trash.
Copperhand, your suggestions are taken, and you know what? I think that's good advice. Same place, same date. Yes, we will do that. Good. See, that's how well these surveys work.
Yeah, there was I think I don't know much about the information. You mentioned it to me about the hotel that's being built right behind, but I think it's a extended stay.
It is
kind of a I don't know what brand, like what branch or.
I'm not sure what the I can't
company.
remember what it is. I don't remember. It's not Embassy Suites. It's like you said. It's one of those extended stay places, but it'll be great.
Yeah,
it'll still be great.
So if you guys saw it, if the people that came to ReaperCon, there was another hotel that was being built directly behind. What would you consider that? Behind? Beside? In the same parking lot?
Around?
Near? Unlike the other hotels,
definitely walking distance.
Yeah,
definitely walking distance.
Like the other hotels, they're across the highway, or they're not that far, but they're across the highway and stuff. But this new hotel is right next, like a stone's throw.
Pretty easy to get to for sure. Lord Dave, you better make it next year. Jeez, I'm tired of this house excuse that you come up with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it'll be good. Attendance. I've gotten at the show we had a number, but when I compared that number to the information I had last year, those numbers didn't match up for what I heard at the show. So I think attendance was about the same.
Yeah. I think you said something about 7. It was like 7 under or something.
Yeah, it was like that. It was like at the show we had done some rough numbers, and I think we had beat it by like 13 from last year. But I think this year was actually 7 or 11 under last year. So about, in my mind, that's about the same.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
it's
the same.
It's the same.
I think you only start really caring if it's like in increments of 100. Like if you had 1,300 people and then you had 1,400 people and then you had 1,500, you know what I mean?
It was about the same. It was a great show. Again, thanks to everyone who came to ReaperCon and made it a great show. We really think that next year we're really going to pull out all the stops to make it 2025 a really, really great ReaperCon. So if you didn't make it, please come next year because we're going to treat it like it's our last one. I'm not saying it's our last one. I'm just saying we're going to treat it like it's our last one. So we really want to pull out all the stops and make it awesome.
Yeah, we'll be talking a lot about it on Reaper Land as well in the next year because that's where I like to spitball a lot of ideas with people in the community. So if you want to come influence ReaperCon, that's where you get a lot of ideas and things like that. So a lot more faction stuff you can expect.
Totally.
It's going to be cool.
It kind of fell short this year, and that was mostly my fault. But, I mean, excuses. Bone 6, the Michaels thing really took up a lot of time. Not that I had to really handle that. Paxton did most of that. But it was just a distraction in the entire spring and the summertime. So, it's going to be great. So,
it was a blast.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Did you have a cool memory? I think the meet and greet was the best food that we've had at the hotel.
Maybe Max Styles painting. Maybe there will be a mini or two.
Maybe. When do hotel blocks go up? We won't know that for
probably
a while.
not. Probably not until January or February.
Yeah, somewhere in that area.
I mean, they're going to sell out in 5 minutes. It doesn't do any good to turn them on right now because it's not ready anyway. So,
no, you didn't, Rex. I'm having trouble logging in on my laptop, so I have to go pull it from the computer in there, which I can. So
what, the drawing?
The drawings, yeah.
Okay, John's going to do the drawings.
And they should pop up in chat, so you should be able to see them.
So Monday, this past Monday, the new release went up, and it had it had the new Chronoscope Genesis minis, including the Werner Clock freebooter miniatures that we acquired, and as well as the Jason Weeby cryptids that he sculpted this spring and we put up. So those went live on Monday, and I believe this coming Monday it's going to be the new Pathfinder stuff that we debuted at ReaperCon, and going to be the Iconics from ReaperCon. So there are a handful of new minis for there. Well, there goes all the drawings. Oops, that went by too fast.
Just tell them to read chat.
Read chat. Those went by fast. Congratulations to everybody who won something. You won a $20 gift card to ReaperCon.com.
Yeah, sorry. I'm on a new setup, and there's some things that I haven't logged in yet. So, but you saw them in chat. I saw Palos. I saw Gabe. I think somebody in there. Gray mail.
And so if you won, send a self-addressed stamped envelope to.
I believe this is episode 233. I think I don't know. Somewhere the numbers got mixed up, so I might be off by 1. But I think that's what I titled it.
And then remember, the address is ReaperCon, Pueblo, Colorado. 800, whatever.
232. Thank you, Wendy. 232. Still on the topic of ReaperCon, I guess.
Yeah.
Where's my laptop?
We had veered over to new releases. We can come back to ReaperCon.
Oh, there we go. So we have these, we had the standees. I have some pictures.
Oh, yeah.
These were awesome. The hotel
Those are
gave us
cool.
some lights to put on them, and I think we're going to have more next year. Hopefully. I think they were
They're
good.
neat. They're really neat.
And slowly over the years, we can keep adding to them, so we'll have more and more cutouts throughout ReaperCon and stuff. These were the weapons. You might see this shield next to me. I don't know if you know about this, Ron, but they gave this to us.
Oh, that's cool.
For free.
Cool. That's awesome.
So these were custom made. These were the photo booth things, the props for people to take weapons. And I'm happy to report that do you want to know what the most popular weapon was that people chose for
Frostborn?
pictures? for these?
Well, firstly, the spoon.
Yes, it was. It was
It's gotta be
definitely the spoon. The spoon was by far the most popular thing, and that was not one of the items that they made.
Right. Yeah.
That was the one that I purchased from Antique Mall. So, but these were awesome, and I was really happy with how they turned.
They
out.
turned out really, really great. Yeah.
And so these
They're
were all
really
made out
neat.
of foam.
They're cool. They're
and
really cool.
I guess I'm talking. We'll talk right now. Let's see. My cameras are all mixed up. Sorry. Okay, so they emailed us and they had a good time doing it all and stuff, and they said, hey, if you contact us again if you need something for next year. And so they said, hey, if you need like a life-size something, because they make monsters and stuff for haunted houses. And I was like, that'd be cool if maybe they make a Surf 4 scale.
Yeah.
That's like
That'd be cool.
to scale. So I might message them and see about that. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
So that's
Those
a good
are really
photo
neat.
op.
Those are really cool. I love the barrel gate shield. It's really cool.
Yeah, this thing's awesome. So we'll probably hang it up somewhere around the new factory or something.
It's cool.
It's neat.
Sir, full scale.
So full scale.
Yeah.
So.
The life-size selfie would be great.
That was it. And then highlight, I guess, there was Vakaroha. She brought a skeleton. And she was walking around the show for Steve Skellerman since he couldn't be here.
Yep.
And just all those types of things like that. I'm glad Trash was there. He was able to make it with his new job and all that stuff. So he was there. But it was just nice to see everybody. And I can't wait for next year.
A life-size hot tub run. That could happen.
Hey. We need like a Buc-ee's. You know how Buc-ee's has the beaver out front? We need something out front of the new factory.
Yeah,
There's that
we
little
do.
dirt patch that's right by the front door.
Yeah. I had hoped to actually plant a tree there.
Oh.
But, if we get a bronze statue instead, that'd be cool. Because my offices are going to be right above it. So my window's going to be there. I was hoping to actually look at something green. But, I'll trade that in for something cool too.
Hey, Ricky.
Hey,
Welcome.
Ricky Jay-Z.
Is there anything else about ReaperCon?
Well,
Anything major? It was a blast. So
yeah, it was really, really great. And
the Pez stuff.
There were
Gummy
so many
bears.
great things. And there's an email that I started writing and I just never finished it because it's going crazy right now. And we'll say it here. We always send out an email after the show. But we really want to thank the artists or the instructors for coming and teaching all the classes. We want to thank all the volunteers. We want to thank all the vendors. We want to thank all you, the attendees who made it. Our staff here at Reaper who helped put ReaperCon on. We just want to say thank you to everyone for helping us make ReaperCon 2024 a great show. We really, really do appreciate it, and thank you guys so much for helping us out with that. So thanks so much, and please be there next year because it's party like it's 1999. So
It's gonna be awesome.
it's gonna be great. What else? Oh, there was a little thing called Bone 6 getting in the way. That's what it was.
Yes, that's what we're all here for.
That's what we're here for, huh?
Yeah. So yeah, Bone 6.
Biscuits and Davy. That's not a dumb question. You need to bring your own brushes to the classes. Minis are usually provided and paints are provided, but you're more than welcome to bring your own paints just in case if you've got go-to paints you want to use or something like that. But the instructors will usually guide you through some of the things. There are some paints that are provided, but you're more than welcome to bring your own if you want to do that. Yeah,
Okay.
Bone 6.
Yeah, clean cut. So I can edit it, I guess. But yes, Bone 6. So obviously, right before ReaperCon, we started ramping up a little bit of Bone 6. We got the Wi-Fi stuff situation figured out, and we started pulling more and more. And then ReaperCon happened, and that pretty much delayed us for about 2 weeks or so. The con happened, and then people got sick, and then
it was 2 weeks.
and then we finally started, and we hit the ground running. I guess the main difference, I don't know how to say this. In my mind, I'm just
Readiness
keeping my head
44.
down and just pulling orders and trying not to get swamped in the weeds.
Well, okay, so
We're just pulling.
we tell Kip, we give him a signal to send out the shipping emails. and he ships them out. And then we come in the next morning, and we will start pulling all the orders that have been paid for. And we start in the morning, and we go till lunch, and we pull as many as we can until that time. And then we repeat it again the next day. And when we see that the orders are starting to dwindle down, we email Kit send another several hundred emails out. It's about 500 at a time. And he sends those out, and we will go and we pull. And so that's the progress, or that's the process, is we just pull as many as we can every day for the half day that we're working. We're not quite at the point where we can close down the shop for a full day and do that. We just can't do it.
Yeah. Our staff is like, if you guys remember, we streamed all the past Kickstarters, and we basically shut down the shop for 3 weeks completely, and we pulled the Kickstarter every day.
Well,
day.
even then, when we were all doing Bones 5, we had
like 3 people.
Lauren and a couple other people were still over there on the internet pulling orders.
Yeah, they were still doing
we had to
normal
make
stuff.
those. We had to keep orders going out the door every day, but we can't really do that now because
We just don't.
the
have the
staff
people.
that we have now is not the same staff as what we had in 2021, 2021. Yeah, for Bones 5, it's dramatically reduced. So it's really, really hard to be able to maintain all the same things that are going on and still do a Kickstarter. So we are pulling as fast as we can. I think we made pretty good progress this week.
Yeah.
Today we did
ton
not.
This week.
Yeah, today we didn't pull orders at all because
Yeah.
the actual Wi-Fi people were there today, and they asked us to move all our stuff out of the way so they could run lines and wires and things like that. So we're not able to pull orders today. We are back on it tomorrow though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember whenever we were trying to get the internet installed and they said 29 days. This was now they're finally got here and they're doing that.
Yeah, so we've been working on like a hotspot, right?
Yeah, but we've been pulling every day.
Yeah, it's been fine. It's been worked fine. But now we actually have real internet now. I haven't been. Yes, the WAPs are installed.
Yeah. As of today, I think.
Yeah, I won't put one in my office specifically. No, it's a joke. So we've been pulling, and we're going to continue to pull.
Yes.
I know that there have been, as far as Australia and the UK and Europe, we have pulled hundreds of orders to go out to Australia and UK and Europe. Pallets have left for both continents. So I know that Kit is pulling, when the pallets came in, Kit checked them in, and then he's having to ship those every day. Now, it should go pretty fast because all he's doing is taking the order, scanning it, and then shipping it out. Yeah. But he's just one guy. He is by himself. So he's going as fast as he can, and he still has to maintain his production as well over there. So I do expect it to pick up a little bit next week. He seems to be getting into a groove, is what he said. So have all the order? No, all the UK EU orders have not been shipped yet, Kuronico.
Yeah, I think there was like 6 pallets or so. 7.
It was a lot. We've shipped a lot of stuff to both both directions, east and west. Josh and Minnesota.
Oh yeah, I see posts every day. People getting their stuff. So
I mean, they're going out hundreds at a day. It's just we wish we could do 1,000 a day. We just can't. We basically just can't do it.
Yeah, Bones 5, Bones 4. I remember we were doing like 800 to 1,000 a day, but it's just not possible.
We just can't do it
with the amount of people.
We just don't have the people to do it,
and to keep the rest of the company functioning, I guess. Hey, Quindy,
we pulled your order
Yeah.
yesterday or the day before.
Yeah, and the Dogfather, I remember pulling your order.
Angela
Git, Duskowicz,
Patrick Chambers,
Carrie Michael Cosby.
Yeah, Carrie Michael Cosby. Yep.
Yeah, we see the names as we pull them. It's like, hey.
And so here's the deal. Also, here's a little peek behind the curtain. So we pull the orders, but our UPS guy only picks up on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So if it gets pulled on Monday, it actually leaves the building on Tuesday. Same thing with Wednesday. If it gets pulled on Friday, like tomorrow, those will leave on Tuesday. Unfortunately, unless it's such a large stack of orders that either large or too small. If it's small enough, we'll just bring them over here and ship them from our main warehouse because we're doing it in 2 different warehouses. If it's too large, they'll have to come there and pick that up. But we can call them and tell them if it's large enough to make a special trip for us.
Yeah, I saw some people talking and they said, I got my shipping stuff and I paid it. And I didn't get a UPS notification for 3 or 4 days. And I was like, yeah, it's probably because you probably got it paid it on Thursday. We pulled it on Friday or Monday.
Got his 30 minutes ago.
And so, yeah.
And we, and I know there's
Dave
we're
texted you.
super patient. I mean, I appreciate y'all's patience. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so
Like this Monday, this Tuesday, this past week, there was like eight or nine pallets of UPS orders.
there's a lot. There's quite a bit.
Ton.
So Dave just texted me,
Mm-hmm.
and he said that according to Kit's numbers, we are 46.3 complete with Bone 6. So
46.3?
almost halfway. But you know what? Here's the good news.
Oh, that's great.
And this is even better news. Is this we're getting faster. We're getting better at it. Not only because we're getting used to the system, but we've got a little more help now. So we've had a few volunteers come over and help us. Ruben and his crew are able to help us pull orders now. So we're able to add to our Lauren,
Storm.
Cheryl, Lauren and Cheryl, thanks for coming and helping us, and Vicky, of course,
Vicky, yes.
she's helped us several times. So we really do appreciate it. That really helps us a lot. And again, Ruben's crew helping us pull the orders. So we've got more people now than what we had in August and in July, for sure.
Yeah, and I know people are talking on the Kickstarter and things like that, and the communication's been a little lackluster, but we're just pulling. We're just trying to pull. And last number I heard right now, I think there was 600 that haven't been paid. Like we've shipped 600 emails that haven't paid yet.
Yeah, there's 600 people out there who've gotten their emails, and I know people are saying, "Well, hell, you should have sent mine. I would have paid." You know
exactly. But they'll all be sent eventually. Like we're almost halfway. Like you said, 46. That's great.
46.3. So it's awesome. No, Dave, you're not till Quindy gets her shirt first.
That's right. Hopefully Quindy will be at ReaperCon next year.
Yeah.
But I see emails.
See, no time for bull. I just paid mine. Completely forgot about it. Yeah, and it happens. We totally understand that. We totally understand that.
And if you think you haven't gotten an email, or you might have missed it, or it went to your spam, you can always go to your Reaper Pledge Manager and check in your, I think, order history or account settings, and it'll have, if you got sent an email, it will have a shipping charge there that you can pay. If you haven't, it says we will contact you for your shipping charge. So that's how you can determine if you missed your email or something like that. And
so I'll probably get in touch with Kit and have him throw in another batch tonight, so that tomorrow we've got some that are going to. There's already some in the system for tomorrow, but I think we'll get some more in there. So we're going. We're going as fast as we can. We promise you guys. I wish we had more time to dedicate in the afternoons, and we are talking about some extended days here pretty soon and some weekends just to get things finished or get things moving a little faster. So,
but that is good, exciting news. 50% almost. But
almost. It should be pretty soon. We should be getting there. So
yeah, it was funny because if you guys look at there was a picture that we posted of the warehouse with all the Bone 6 stuff in it, and before I left for vacation after ReaperCon, I noticed that the pallets were, they were closer. And then when I came back and I started helping pull orders again, I was like, wow, we've made a ton of progress. All these pallets are like starting to go away and dwindle, but they just push them all the way back to the wall.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, it's really deceptive.
I'll tell you what though, when we showed pictures of the warehouse full of Bone 6 stuff, and I remember standing there going, how are we ever going to get? It's going to take us forever to get through all this stuff. But you know what? We've made a significant dent into those boxes. Well, about halfway through. Yeah. And
I'll post a picture tomorrow as well. So I'll get a pictures and stuff tomorrow of what the current warehouse looks like. I kind of ideally wanted to take a picture every day and then do like a little stop
time
motion
lapse kind of thing. Yeah.
Of all the pallets disappearing. Cool. But I'm not here every day, and you know how it goes sometimes.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on. I know that's a lame excuse, but it is.
Wow, that's 2019 to 2024. That's we don't ever want to be that bad, and that's right, Trash. How do you eat an elephant? One freaking bite at a time, right? And that's what we're doing. So we're trying. Do you want to do another drawing?
Yeah, I can. I have them pulled already. So be looking in chat for the names I'm about to post.
Is this the second one? Are you doing 2 and 3 right now?
I can do both if you want.
Let's do 2 and 3 because we're behind schedule. All right, watch chat for the thing here. Here we go. $46 is on order count. Yes. Oh gosh, Pocket Lint, Jeticaco, Once Bitten Apple, Hyper Bunny. Yeah, you can see it in chat.
It's hard to be a producer and a controller and be on the show.
Yes,
at the
it's a
same
lot of
time.
stuff.
But yes,
Congratulations to you 10 people who just won.
yay, we did it.
So yeah, we're still going. We're gonna keep pulling. Like I said, we've got some Saturdays planned to come up here and do it. We've got some actual full days planned to keep doing this. So again, y'all's patience has just been amazing, and so I know that we were supposed to fulfill in April, and then April went into May, and then into June. And it's like there's always something, right? Mm-hmm. And here it is, October. So.
But it's getting there.
It sucks, and we're really sorry. We really are, but there's some things we
hey,
can't
you know
control.
what? Bright side, still better than Bones 1.
That's true.
So
that is true.
You know, it is that's an upside.
Yeah. So keep hanging in there, guys. We're gonna get it going. So
we appreciate it.
All right. Real quick. So we're talking about Kickstarters and stuff like that. Yes, Dungeon Dwellers Kickstarter. It is behind as well. What we thought to say that we took too big of a bite out of the sandwich is probably an understatement. The thing that has taken me personally away from it is that I've been working on Bone 6 or on Michael's or on ReaperCon, and it's taken all my time, and I have not been able to put in my time to work on Bone 6. And Joe can only do what he can do. What did I say?
Bone 6.
Sorry, Dungeon Dwellers. Joe can only do what he can do, and if he doesn't have someone helping him out with decisions, directions, designs, things like that, then he's sort of floundering. He's been doing as much as he can, but without direction, he's just sort of kind of waiting around for approvals or things like that. So this week I was able to pull open the file and work on Dungeon Dwellers a little bit. Since I had COVID, I worked on it a little bit as well. Some of the feedback we got, for example, was that the spell section, the chapter 5, I think chapter 6 is the spells. I had placed them in the and this is kind of boring, but I'd put them in there alphabetical or by class and by level, and so it was like divine level 0, level 1, level 2, all the way up, and then I did arcane. And then it was just, the feedback I got at ReaperCon was that, and from Joe as well, he was like, just put them all alphabetical. Everything's just alphabetical A to Z. Just do it like that. So I had to rearrange the entire chapter, and it sucked. So that's what I've been doing, and I just finished that yesterday. Yes, Cranky Dog. It's all alphabetical, and and you know what? The feedback, when I saw it afterwards, I was like, that really looks a lot better. It really, it feels a lot better. So yeah. Yeah, it's just, and that's some of the things that we're trying to do. I know that Joe's been collecting a lot of feedback from Discord and from the forums, and I went through my document and for the player's guide, and I made all those changes this week as well. So now there's just some weird little things that just need to be fixed, and then we need to put up the PDF for the Game Master's book, so you guys can tear that apart. It still needs a lot of work as well, but we're going on it. We're going. It got us to you. I appreciate it. You were fantastic for the player's guide, so I will definitely reach back out to you as well. So, apparently, that's a great spell. We're not going to spoil it now, but we'll talk about it later.
Yeah, I would expect. I know that Ron's original goal was this year for ReaperCon to have a big focus on Dungeon Dwellers.
Yeah.
But obviously.
Yeah, Joe and I had the dream of at ReaperCon, you'd walk in and we'd have the Reaper booth, and there would be these stacks of Dungeon Dwellers books and adventures and games and the core rules and the minis and everything.
Yeah.
Maybe next year. So we are working on it as hard as we can. We really are. We've taken too big a bite out of the sandwich, so we're just trying to get it all chewed up and swallowed down. I personally don't have a date for completion at this time. I want it done as soon as possible. I really just want to get this thing finished. So there's a lot. An index. Yes. An index would be great. Someone will have to volunteer to do that. So, Cranky Dog, hopefully better than that. So, Gray Mouser, there are 2 pages that do list them by class and level. All the spells are and the descriptions are alphabetical, but there's 2 pages that show cleric spells and wizard spells by level and alphabetized by that. That's right, Dr. Bob. We're going to keep on going. So What else?
What other big projects are there? I don't know. I know Anne's on vacation, so she hasn't been streaming in the mornings this week. She'll be back on Monday, and she might start this little bat boy that you get for Halloween.
We'll show we'll put up the painted version that Daryl did. We'll put that up tomorrow. I'll give it to John. He can show it off if he wants to. Yeah, Anne will be painting on it. She's got the big version to work on. What else?
I think that's so we're just trying to complete our spinning plates that we have.
A lot.
That's kind of what we're doing right now.
Quite a lot. And it's, it's not getting any easier because there's some other things. The Michaels things, Trash Rama, is doing great.
I think it's doing pretty well. I think.
Yeah, doing really well. And we've been talking to them about some more projects, which is like really, really great. So we're kind of excited, but at the same time, I was like, oh no, more.
Any feedback? They asked us about adding French to it. Mm-hmm. You guys might be able to guess what that means.
Yes. So yeah, what we're going to do is the plan is currently, and things could change. The plan is to continue to get to use up all the packaging that is in English, and then to transition over to French.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, dual language, so that we can get into other countries. Yeah, the dance of death. Right. Yes, Pocket Link. Yes. So. Now, beyond that, it's just the discussion. There are no hard plans like we're going to do this, that, and the other. We haven't got that far
nothing has progressed since past the initial test phase. I
yeah,
guess.
And so it seems to be they're pretty happy with everything. They're inquiring about expansions and things like that. So there's a lot of stuff that we can't really talk about just yet, but there's some interesting things happening with Michael. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. The feedback, the reception has been pretty good. It's been
very good.
There was a little bit of like, oh, you're another blow to game stores and things like that. But a lot of people in the comments were talking about how, their local game store doesn't carry Reaper, and the closest place they can get it is probably an hour away. But they have a Michael's that's 2 blocks away. And especially a lot of Canadians, they expressed, they saw the Canadians' posts about bring it to Canada. And so I think that's why they're asking about French. So,
yes, Cranky Dog. We're certainly aware that you are a native French speaker for sure.
Mm-hmm. And so, yeah, a lot of good positive comments on the post.
So we'll be working. Hopefully, we'll see some more big news from our partnership in the next few months. Let's see. And there's some things we're working on internally as well. Dave and Kevin and I had a meeting about some future projects coming up. So again, when the time comes, we'll certainly let you guys in on all that stuff. Yeah, well, that is a good sign, pegs. Green users.
That's right.
Bob and Julie, lots of empty pegs. That's good.
Yeah, it was only 50 stores. That was the initial test. And we posted the list online. You can go find it on the forums. If you go find the post, it links to it. So you can go find if there's a store near you. It was cool. I went into our local one over here, our local Michael's, and I went in there to see. I thought it was cool to see.
Capadraza keeps asking about PAX Australia.
We will not be there. I know that we normally sponsor a paint and take or a speed paint event for that.
Paint tech, I believe, yeah.
But like us, Reaper proper will not be there.
Right. So I'm not really sure about what EtherWorks is going to be doing in regards with Reaper stuff at PAX Australia. It's a great question, and I think we should get an answer. When is PAX Australia? Can we find that out real quick? That way, if in 2 weeks, if we can ask our partners at EtherWorks, maybe they can tell us what they've got planned, and we can let you guys know. Mm-hmm. Probably going to be, if anything, it's probably going to be the paint and take, just like we always do. It's always a popular event at all the conventions we go to. So,
let's see, conventions. I think the only convention that we're
11, 12, 13,
confirmed for is Adepticon. I think is the only one that we're confirmed for next year right now. I haven't talked to Dave or anything, so I don't know what his plans are. But I think the only one that we're like officially going to right now is Adepticon.
Yeah, we're going to be at the Gamma Trade Show in February in Kentucky. Mm-hmm. We're planning on that. As far as consumer shows, like John said, Adepticon, and we're discussing a couple other retail shows or consumer shows as well. Grants and Snort, you can email Ron at ReaperMania.com. We're not even confirmed for ReaperCon yet. Well, nothing officially yet, right?
Yeah, I mean, not yet, but
Not like printed yet, but well, Balrog John, we're just gonna have to fix that, I guess.
yeah, we're skipping ReaperCon.
Yeah,
there's
PAX Unplugged. I don't know. We're not going to be there either. The like John said, the next one is going to be Adepticon for a consumer show,
and they have a new location. They're at a new place. I think hotels went live a couple weeks ago, a week ago.
We are tentatively planning on going to North Texas RPG here in Irving in Dallas in June of next year. I need to talk with those guys. And then there's talk of another larger show in the summertime that happens every year. It's been going on for a long time, but we might be at as well. So just to kind of wait and see.
Yeah, that's kind of the big thing is finish Bone 6 and then move the factory over. That's kind of the next big thing that Reaper proper is going to be doing.
Oh.
Is right when Bone 6
See
is
you, Dave.
finished, clean up. Oh, is Dave leaving?
Yeah, Dave's leaving.
Have fun at church. But yeah, so finish Bone 6, clean up the warehouse from fulfilling, and then move everything over. That's the plan, I think.
Yeah, we're not like sitting around looking for things to do for sure. Yeah. We are going to have to. Yeah.
Oh, Gene. Okay.
No, Kara, you can't have my old office.
It's funny because I went into your new office for the first time yesterday, and I noticed that you had a little alcove to the right. Is that for your
little closet? I think that was just sort of a little
nod
effect of. No, I think that was just. Well, there's a giant pillar here. What are we gonna do? I was like, can you make a closet out of it? I want a big pillar in my office.
Oh, okay.
A big steel beam.
It looks almost identical.
Almost
to your old
identical.
office.
Almost, yeah. The windows are an issue, but we'll get that fixed, I hope. Yeah, it's my panic room. So it'll look like my existing office, except for it's got a drop ceiling, and there's no windows yet. So
yeah,
I do want a skylight though. I have to got to work that into my contract with Dave. Same place as last time, Trash. I've got a little alcove to the right, a little antechamber where I'm going to put that.
Are you going to try to keep the same layout?
I don't know.
Thought about it yet?
I don't know. Yeah, I think yes to all that. Yes.
Oh, here we go. The Min 8th. Are the plans? This is a good question. Are your plans still to bring more production in house? I guess the short answer to that, I think this is in regards to Kickstarters. And obviously, this was a big test for us because we did about a third of the Kickstarter roughly here, and overall, I think it went pretty good.
Yeah, it's we've learned to say that we've learned some stuff over the last 10 years, 12 years is an understatement. We've learned what we can do, what we can't do, what we should do, what we shouldn't do. I know this is just a bunch of nonsense talk I'm saying, but again, when we didn't know when we first did this that PVC plastic. We didn't know all the potential concerns that you would have with that. We're not going to do PVC plastic here. You know, some companies, but Reaper's not going to do that in house. At least that seems to be the latest thinking. So we look for alternative plastics to use or alternative materials, which is where COCast came from, and
Bones Black,
and then 3D printing, of course. So you kind of as time has gone on, technology has changed, and we've learned a lot of different things. Obviously, 3D printing is a huge part of our future. We're going to embrace that even more. We think that the results of 3D printing speak for themselves. I think they're fantastic.
Yeah, I think they're our hardest material. They're our strongest. The detail's great. You just got to do a little cleanup, really, with the supports. But if you get little tweezers, they're amazing. And
it's you know what? Part of our hobby has always been since miniatures have been around is cleaning up mold lines and vent tabs and things like that. Not to say that you don't want those things on there. Of course, you always want a perfect cast or a perfect print in this case if you can. But to pluck off a support it's no big deal. It's easier than cleaning a mold line off a metal model, I think. So
yeah. I mean, the technology is advancing so fast. I mean, you can say that about anything. I had the idea. You guys know CNOT Bush. I thought it'd be cool if he sculpted something like he normally does, and then we scan it and you can turn it into a miniature.
Biscuits and Davy. High pH and high alkalinity. um, let's see.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Mac Attack's giving me the hard time about the Cowboys. I got to get home by 7:15. They're going to lose tonight to the Giants. So.
Yes.
Ugh.
But
I don't want to talk about
yeah,
it.
the tweezers. All you got to do is just grab the supports and they pop right off. They're amazing. And our CeoCast machines have been running great for the past 2 or 3 weeks or so. We did a big overall like cleaning of them and things like that, so they've been running great for the past couple weeks, like surprisingly good. But yeah, what are these on the wheel here? You want to talk about these?
Oh, these are just some things I grabbed off my desk. Some future releases. Real quick, you've got.
Hold on. There we go.
Let's see.
What? Yeah.
So on the far left there, you've got the clay golem. Now this was a piece that was in the Bones 5 core set.
Okay.
And we're going to be releasing this as a CeoCast model. Did you know that?
I did.
Okay. So his arms are separate, but that's going to be a CeoCast model for October. Then you have one of Kevin's new hatchling models. There's 2 hatchlings in the set, and that is the one that's coming out of the egg. Hatchling implies egg anyway, so.
Is the other one out of the egg?
Yes,
Okay.
It's more out of the egg. It's more kind of almost looks like a mini Marthrangle. It's really cute.
Mm-hmm.
So Kevin Williams did those. Then there's the Lich from a DDRPG. Now this was our first test print, and when we printed this out, you can see while the height may be okay, kind of where we want to be. If you look at the proportions,
Yeah, the scale.
the head is super tiny.
And his hands are a little thin.
Yeah, so these are the things that happens with sculpting is you have a sculptor who can sculpt a fantastic piece and it looks great on your screen, but when you print it, they don't, especially compared to a Werner Clock piece they're on the ride, who's got gigantic heads. So they just don't look like they belong together. So we do try when we can try to get these things to look like they play well together, meaning that the heads and the hands are close. At least close. It doesn't always work. So the piece on the right there, that is the digitally remastered Marcus Gideon, the Undead Hunter, which was an old Warlord mini, right?
Oh, old metal model.
14053, I think. I don't remember what his number is. Don't even check me on that because I think it's wrong. But that is Marcus Gideon, the Undead Hunter, and he was digitally remastered. We scanned the old Werner master, and then we have remastered it. So that'll be coming out probably in 2025, to be honest.
Okay. And these other ones are October releases. I know the Clay Golem is.
Clay Golem's October. The Hatchling is October. The Lich is DDRPG, and Marcus Gideon is 2025.
Yeah. It's just stuff that's coming down the pipeline.
Yeah, just some things I had on my desk that would be cool to show.
Yeah.
You showed the bandits already? We already
Not
showed
yet.
them?
Not
Okay,
yet.
we can show those next.
Show those right now.
And then here's some more October releases. Are these bandits?
Sculpted by
Bobby Jackson.
Bobby J. There we go.
Some cool bandits. We may have shown. We may have shown these renders before. I'm not really sure.
I think we did at some point. I think right before ReaperCon, we showed these bad boys.
Yeah, my dream is to have every mini needed for the Temple of Elemental Evil to be created, so you can play that game. One day I'll get to an Ulgrist, the troll. But in the meantime,
And these come in a set.
yeah, there's
all
set
together?
of 3, all 3 together. Yes. There you go. And this little batling here, by the way, is part of, again, we'll go back to the beginning of the show, part of the Ghoulie Bag that's coming out October 1st. The Ghoulie Bag is free with any qualifying order of $50 or more. And you'll get these 3 paints plus the batling. One of the paints, Harvest Moon, is a sparkling metallic orange. It's only available in the Ghoulie Bag. I don't think we're going to be selling that as an individual paint. Again, we may have some left over at the end, but the plan is for them all to go in the Ghoulie bag, and that's the only way you can get it. So, yes, full circle. Yes, we do have a Zug Tomoy a couple times already. And that starts
Tuesday.
October 1st. Yeah, Tuesday. And this sort of replaces the promo mini for the month of October. We still have the free figures of the month for October, but the free promo mini, the one we normally do, is going to be the Batling, but he is in the Ghoulie bag. And it's $50 instead of $40 for October.
And he will likely not be released until around April of next year.
Now, for November, just peeking ahead just a little bit, Kara Curley, our own Kara Curley, contacted me with some wacky idea. And I was like, no, we're not going to do that. That's just silly. And then she sent me a little doodle of concept art of the idea. And I thought, it's actually pretty awesome. So she designed it. Andy Pieper sculpted it.
Oh, okay.
And that will be basically the promo mini for November.
Okay.
It's really, really kind of cool. Okay. And so we got the STL from Andy, and we're going to print it out. And so in 2 weeks, hopefully we can show it here, the preview of the November promo mini that was designed by Kara based on a suggestion by someone on Facebook. We'll just have to keep it under our hat for now. And then also we've got big plans for December. We have 2 promotional minis. We have Rocky, the Christmas Rocky.
Oh yeah, we haven't shown those.
We haven't shown those at all. And then we also have Hot Rod Santa.
Hot Rod Santa, and we'll talk about Hot Rod Santa. We'll tell you the saga.
Yeah,
of Hot Rod
of both of those, Rocky and Hot Rod.
There's a whole story.
It was Old DM. Okay, Old DM was the one who had the idea.
Is that Hall of Fame Andy Pieper?
Yes.
Hall of Fame inductee.
He is an awesome sculptor. There's no peasant 6.5. So, so we've got plans, and we'll show as we get closer to the holiday season. We'll talk more and more about that. But yes.
No.
As Ed, I always assumed that one of the reasons for a Kickstarter was to invest in large steel molds. Yes. If you're switching things over to in-house production, it feels like it loses that investment. Are the quantities just not worth it to just do a printer? You know what? That's a really great question. It's something we have discussed before. And there is there is certainly a point where you've invested the money in those steel tools to get those pieces made. But that is something that is, you could spend a whole show on talking about that. But that's a great question. But yeah, there is an economy to it that has to be discussed.
Sorry.
Look at that.
Yeah, I was gonna talk about it. Sorry, the new buttons are throwing me off. I gotta reset it. But yeah,
Santa, I know him.
I know him. What were we talking about? Oh, you were talking about Ezed's California thing.
Yeah, there is a point where that steel tool has paid for itself, and there's times when it probably hasn't. But at some point, if you think that you can actually produce it here, yeah, it does seem like a loss, but the tool is still available for us at any time. So, yeah, it's a really interesting discussion, and to talk about it. But yeah, it's grab us at ReaperCon next year, and we can bend each other's ears about it.
Yeah, somebody asked about how do you determine which metal model gets turned into plastic? And I guess it's just if we want to remaster it.
It's a lot of things.
If it's popular.
We've got personal favorites ourselves. All of us do. Some things that we think maybe didn't turn out so great in plastic that we think maybe would look better in print or in Sealcast. There's sales, like John said. There's a lot of reasons. Sometimes it's just a kind of a gut thing. Sometimes there's factual information. Sometimes there's not. So that's an answer to go say. We don't know. We just sort of just do it.
But yeah, I guess at the end of the show here, is there any? I don't think there's any good movies coming out recently, right? I know the trailer for Ballerina came out today.
Ballerina?
John Wick. It's a John Wick movie.
Oh, okay.
I know you haven't seen that yet.
No, still haven't. Queen of Kings. Will you be making the Kristen Stewart scene in plastic? Yes. Yes. John is working on that as we speak, I guess, or whenever you get the masters.
Yes. Yeah. It'll be here for Christmas. That's the plan.
So the October stuff gets turned on for the Ghoulie Bags. Yes, Monday. There's a new release on Monday.
The new release on Monday. Ghoulie Bags come out on Tuesday.
Dr. Bob. Hence, we will never see Arachno Assassins and Bones. Nailed it. Nailed it. Right there.
Christmas ones. Let's see.
Yeah, the Undead King on the Throne with the Sword. Yeah, he's really cool. Christmas Arachno Assassins. Yes, Spoons. Yes. I only have 2 hands, and then I go as fast as I can doing the things I've got to do. So, yes, we'll try to get the previews better updated. 2 weeks go by, and all of a sudden they get out of date. Gosh.
Pennsylvanians. Those are the free promos.
Those are the free promos for October, but there's no new ones.
No new ones.
Although I've been thinking about new Pennsylvanians. They're not going to happen this year.
Yeah, not this year.
But I love the Pennsylvanians. I really do think they're great.
They're great for like paint and takes and stuff too. The kids love them. So
yeah, it would be great if we could scale them up and do like Funko Pop size Pennsylvanians. That would be awesome.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
So I guess the last thing I want to show before I wrap up here is this bad boy. I don't know. Did you see this, Ron? Have you seen this?
Just when you just showed it, whose is that?
So this is Tyler Tyson. Got a tattoo of the D20.
The high roller, the pirate D20, who was a limited edition. Yeah, he was a limited edition ReaperCon 2022? 2021.
We were in Pirates for so long, so I can't remember what
Trenchworks did those in resin for us.
That's right.
So Bobby took the original D20 and he blew it up and he made it into a pirate. Was that 2020 or 20? It was 2021. It was 2021. Yeah, that was great.
And so Tyler posted this on the Facebook page today, I think, or yesterday. Pretty epic. I told him to email me, and we might be able to do something. I think it's cool. I mean, tattoo's a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
I know. I talked about getting Sir Forescale at some point.
Yeah, there he is.
Is he
looks like Dragons Don't Share in the back. Maybe it is Dragons Don't Share in the back.
I think in the post he commented saying that it was inspired by Dragons Don't Share.
Okay.
I think
it's cool.
Yeah, it's kick ass. So shout out to Tyler.
That's amazing.
For doing that. That's epic.
People are gonna ask him for the rest of his life, what is that? Well, it's a never mind.
It's a D20, but have you ever played
D20 as
Dragons?
a pirate?
Oops.
Well, thanks everyone for y'all's comments tonight. It was really great. Lots of good discussion. So we appreciate all the wait, what? The amaranth. We appreciate all the questions and comments and discussion. If we missed your questions, I'm sorry we missed it and couldn't get to it.
I know we're a little scatterbrained, but we're getting back in the groove of everything after ReaperCon and things like that. So things are starting to pick up again.
Yeah, we're getting into our busiest time of the year. So it's like, whew, you know, when the Ghoulie Bag season starts, that's when things start going kind of crazy for us. Yeah, but tomorrow morning, back to the warehouse, back to pulling Bone 6. Dr. Bob, would never ignore your question. So yeah, be looking for your shipping emails. If you have any questions about that, if you have anything like that, just email help@reaperarena.com. Paxton will be glad to help you guys out. Oh yeah, we got to do our final drawing.
Yeah, I'll do that right quick.
Yeah, one more drawing.
Sorry. I'm trying to get us a raid. It's coming.
Okay, get ready. Here comes the last drawing of the night. This is for a $20 gift card. Big money, big money, big money. Oh, yeah, we should do our graphic of how many days till Halloween. I can't believe it's almost 30 days. Golly. Galvin Crafts, Grey Mouser, Coffee Nerdery Beer, one done Jake. What? Sorry. And sorry, missed those last two.
The Finiline, one done. I see them in chat here. Grey Mouser, Galvin Crafts, and Coffee Nerdery Beer. Congratulations. You won a $20 gift card to ReaperLive.com. Congratulations to all the winners. If you missed your name, you can go check the VOD. The VOD will have the chat in there.
Yeah.
So, but I'll have a list as well. I'll print them all out. Or Courtney goes through them on tomorrow. He'll go through them. So yeah, we're getting back in the groove of things. Thanks for hanging out and sticking with us. We'll get there. You know, no.
Appreciate it.
I think no Kickstarter update tomorrow. I think there was one last week, but
I owe everyone a DDRPG one, and I've just got to just do it.
There you go.
Just got to do it.
I think we're gonna be raiding C Nutbush. He's painting tonight, so he's using Reaper paints. So go tell him MSP rules.
Thanks, Mac Attack. Go raid for me.
Yeah, but have a good night.
See you guys.
Bye. I don't have a. All right, we'll just go back to the opening screen. Bye.